Hi guys, Kai here and welcome back. This is episode 13 of the Football Manager 2018 career. We are of Arsenal, of course, and there is the FA Cup draw. We've actually got Manchester United or Bournemouth. Now, I do apologise for not getting up this episode sooner. I've had a little bit of other things to prioritise, but now we are back with the Football Manager series, and we are hoping to finish the season off within the next few weeks. I think it will be this week or next week. It will actually finish the first season here at Arsenal, and then we'll have to decide whether we want to continue on with this series or just start a new one. But as you can see, we do have some Europa League action. It is a competition where we want to go out and win, of course, even though we are looking good for Champions League qualification through the league anyway, because currently we are sitting top of the table. So we've had an absolutely fantastic season so far. Not quite sure why it's been so good, but it has. Maybe it's because Arsene Wenger has left the club and we've come in, and already, as you can see, less than 2 minutes played in this second leg, and already Arsenal are in front 1-0. Alex Iwobi with the first goal. Krasnodar, they are pushing forward though from that corner kick, but they don't get the shot on, and now Arsenal on the counter-attack, and what a counter-attacking play it was. Alex Iwobi with another goal. It's his second of the game in the final minute of the match. It looks like we are going to be going through to the next round on aggregate. 5-3, 2-0 on the night, and there is the final whistle then. A good performance from Arsenal. Alex Iwobi with the 2 goals, one at the start of the game, one at the end of the game, and a good performance all round. So on we go then into the next round of the Europa League, and we'll have the draw for that shortly. Hopefully the draw is kind to us. I'm sure there will be quite a few decent teams in there, but there is a look at our recent results. As you can see, we are in absolutely fantastic form and looking really good going forward. We've got Leicester City up next, then Tottenham, and then of course we are back to some Europa League action. And speaking of Europa League, here is the draw for the second knockout stage. And let's see who we get. AC Milan are in there, Ajax are in there, Barcelona are even in there, and Everton against Atletico Bilbao. Arsenal are away from home taking on Red Bull Leipzig. So a tough game. They've got a decent side, but it should be enough for Arsenal to get themselves through to the next stage. Seville, they play Barcelona, so an all Spanish tie there. And Liverpool, surprisingly, have sacked Jurgen Klopp. Well, I say surprisingly, they actually started off the season pretty poor, didn't they? So it's not really a surprise. In real life terms, it would be a surprise. But Klopp is out of Liverpool. There are the names linked with the takeover. We'll have to see how they get on. Currently sitting in 9th place, so I guess it is warranted that he is out. They've got some decent players. Zivkovic, Bastos. I don't know why they've been buying those such players for their squad. But they've not been doing too great, have they? So that is why Klopp is out. We've got no interest in taking over. So no thanks. Don't be offering us a job interview because we are staying at Arsenal. The Carabao Cup final, as you can see there, it was against Chelsea and Manchester United. Manchester United win it 2-0. Anthony Martial and Romelu Lukaku with the 2 goals there at Wembley Stadium, helping United lift the trophy. Quite a lot of yellow cards in that game as well. Look at all those yellow cards. Damn. And Anthony Martial, he has been continuously linked with a move to Arsenal throughout this series. I still don't think we've got enough money to bring him in. I would like to bring him in as, I was going to say backup for Iwobi, but I think he'd be in ahead of Iwobi, wouldn't he? So Alex Iwobi would be his backup. But they could both fight for that left-sided place. I wouldn't mind that. Ainsley Maitland-Niles, he's been playing well. He's just got the Young Player of the Month award, and there we've got the Manager of the Month award, which is absolutely fantastic news for us. Another award for us. We always want to get them. And Tottenham win 2-0. And look at Liverpool. They sack Klopp and win 6-0. Wow, Crystal Palace not having the best of seasons, but still with Liverpool not in great form, it's nice for them to get the 6-goal victory. So next up then for Arsenal, as we saw in our schedule, we do have Leicester City. And Leicester City currently sitting in 13th place in the Premier League. So not the best of seasons for them. We're in pretty decent form. In fact, we're in excellent form. And Leicester City sitting on inconsistent form for them. So it should be an easy win for Arsenal, but it is the Premier League, so anything can happen really. There are the lineups. We've got Iwobi starting on the left side, of course. Alexis. Why am I saying Alex Sanchez? Alexandre Lacazette. There you go. I'll get his name out eventually. We've got Alexis, Alexandre, all these Alexes. It's all confusing who I'm actually playing with. But onwards we go there. 9 minutes played, still searching for the first goal of the game. We do have Mkhitaryan on that right side as well. Mesut Ozil in the middle, and there is Ozil with a fantastic free kick, giving Arsenal a 1-goal lead. Just over 10 minutes played here at the Emirates Stadium, and we are looking for a second goal. As I said, we are the favourites going into this one, so it should really be pretty convincing 3 points here for the Gunners. As we play more centrally right now with Ozil, switches it out onto this near side. Ozil again. Finds Iwobi, who plays it straight across the edge of the 6-yard box, and there is Henrik Mkhitaryan to score his first goal of the game, Arsenal's second, and we, as I said, are looking good now for the 3 points as we head into the second half then, here at the Emirates, pushing for a third. Good defensive play there from Leicester City, and now maybe an attack is on here for them. Here's Albrighton, loses possession there. Good play from Arsenal, Aaron Ramsey. Forward to Ozil, sees the run, fantastic ball across the middle by Alex Iwobi, and it is Lacazette who taps it in for Arsenal's third. And Alex Iwobi is in pretty decent form right now. It's his second assist of the game, got 2 goals in the last match, and so GG to him. Probably one of the best players in the Arsenal pitch right now, in form wise at least. Here is Ramsey then, inside there, shot comes in, and there is another goal for Arsenal. 4-0, 25 minutes remaining, and it is Mustafi getting himself on the score sheet with a nice shot just inside the area. I believe Belleri's just gone off as well in place of, I think it's Callum Chambers at that right back position. Doesn't matter because there is the final whistle. So as we expected, it was a pretty convincing win there for Arsenal. 4-0, 3 points in the bag, and now we do head into the first leg of the Europa League tie against Red Bull Leipzig of Germany. Their form is currently inconsistent as well, and with Arsenal winning 4-0 at the weekend, again we should be the favourites going into this one. Lacazette has picked up a slight knock, so it is going to be Aubameyang going into the starting 11. I think everything else remains the same. We do have Chambers starting at right back though. But I think everything else, Ramsey's not in there. We've got El Neni and Jack, so a bit more of a defensive central midfield for Arsenal, and with Aubameyang being a little bit more attacking, of course. But here is El Neni backwards, and cross comes in, and again it is Alex Iwobi with the assist. This time though, with a start, he gets a goal. Aubameyang getting on the score sheet there for Arsenal, and of course we are the away side for this one, so that is a big advantage with the away goal. But we've got to defend. Try and stay in front, and that one hits the underside of the crossbar, bounces over the line, and just before half time Leipzig have leveled things up 1 apiece as we head into the second half. Corner comes in, and that one fumbled over the line, and it is Mustafi who gets his second goal in 2 games, the Arsenal defender. Nice to see the defenders coming up with a few goals to help us out as we do head into the final minutes then here, and it looks like we are going to be taking the victory and 2 away goals to head into the second leg against Leipzig. That gives us a huge advantage going back to the Emirates Stadium, and things are looking good. We are just continuing on to play decent football, aren't we? Chelsea getting 3 points there against Manchester City, Tottenham actually drawing 1-1 against Liverpool. So that gives us the advantage with a game in hand, which we hope to win shortly. And we'll see who we got. We have Everton in our next match. Manchester United actually dropped points as well. They lost 1-0 to Huddersfield Town. So let's get this game underway. Everton in really poor form. As you can see there, their recent form. They've only won 1 of the last 4 games. And we are in fantastic form, as you know. Is Lacazette back to full fitness? He's not, so he won't be starting in today's game. Bellerin is back in there though. We've got Ramsey back in the middle of the Arsenal midfield with Alex Iwobi. He's in the best form of his life right now. Mkhitaryan on the right, and then of course Mesut Ozil just behind Aubameyang in the cam position. So half an hour gone, still searching for the first goal here. Aubameyang does have a yellow card, so he has to be careful for the rest of the match. That cross comes in, and there he is, Aubameyang. We just spoke of him having a yellow card, but there he was at that far post, coming in and giving Arsenal the 1-goal lead as we head into the final minute then here at the Emirates Stadium. We just need to hold on, and it will be another victory in the bag, and of course that will start to build a gap between ourselves and second place Tottenham. This is the game in hand that we have, and with Tottenham losing, this is going to give us a 3-point advantage then at the very top, unless Everton go through here. They don't. And check with the vital save there for Arsenal. Not to mention that Everton are down to 10 men in this match, but there is the game over. The final whistle blows. Arsenal take the victory 1-0. Aubameyang with the only goal of the game. And we'll take that. Very, very happy indeed. And there is confirmation of Manchester United losing as well. So there is the league table. 29 games played. Arsenal are at the top, 3 points clear. Things are looking good for us, especially with the gap beyond second place. Chelsea, Manchester City and Manchester United trailing. But there is the schedule. We've won 5 of our last 5 games. We haven't lost since that game against Swansea City, which still remains our only defeat in the Premier League. But next up, to start the next episode, will be the second leg of the Europa League against Leipzig. And then we've got Manchester United in the FA Cup 6th round.